Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Rust Belt Collector here, and I think this guy might be the new mascot of the channel. He just looks like a Rust Belt collector. Don't you think? Don't you think he kind of does? I think he does. Anyways, there's that. And today we're doing sort of a unofficial P.O. Box unboxing, and I say that because it's more of a mail haul. These are figures that I paid for and got in the mail from two accounts over on Instagram. I will be listing them and of course tagging them down below. But it's kind of a P.O. Box unboxing because when I cracked the top open just to make sure like my address was hidden and stuff, I saw that there were letters. So there's letters in each of these mailboxes to open and unbox, and so it kind of falls in like a P.O. Box mail haul. So yeah, let's dive into it. We'll move old Rust Belt out of here really quick. And into frame, we move a box that is far too large for the frame. So we're just going to scoot that over here. This first one, I'm basically unboxing these in chronological order to when I got them. So yeah, let's start with this one. This one is to Rust Belt. That's me, and this is from Nap Stop Motion over on Instagram. He does some really awesome like stop motion films. So like I said, I will link his channel and everything down below, and you can check his account out. I do hope you do that because they are really cool. I do like watching those when he makes them. But as for the letter, oh, that's cool. Okay, so first off, it says, "Enjoy the awesome figures, your pal, Nap." I definitely will. But then here, he's drawn two different clone troopers. First off, we have a sniper with this really awesome design, like it almost... I don't know if that's from something, like if you've done a custom of this or not, but that is a really sweet design, and you should do a custom of that if you haven't already, because I like that. I like the gray and the red. Kind of is like, in my head, it's kind of like the 81st Infantry, my OC Legion, mixed with my 87th Legion, because like the red stripe and the gray markings, but either way, that looks sick. And then we have what I'm going to call Kashyyyk Captain Rex, because it's a camouflage helmet with the little jag eyes there, and that's totally awesome. I love that so much. So I think this is like my first piece of what we might call fan art, which I really appreciate. So this is definitely getting saved along with, of course, the contents of this package. And reaching in, I think that's it. It's all in one bundle. I like that. That makes it super easy. Just break the seal here and unleash all of the clone goodness. First up, we have a Clone Engineer. I love this figure. I love just the concept art clone troopers that came out with Revenge of the Sith. This one is very clean and nice looking. I mean, this actually looks practically brand new. I'm very impressed. The other one that I have, or had, it seems like it's got a heavier brown wash than this one. Or maybe I'm thinking of the 7th Legion. I'll have to check, because they're on the same body mold. And I always thought that this one had like the brown body wash, but maybe it's the 7th Legion that they really went heavy with the paint apps for some reason. Either way, I love this pattern. I love the brown markings. It's just a cool clone trooper, and I just, you know, I needed another one in the collection. I don't know why, but I did. Next up, we have a bit of an army builder, and actually kind of like two army builders really. We have the AT-RT Trooper, which I think I may already have one of these, but I like this body mold. It's more posable for certain photos, so when I want to use a shiny in a toy photo, this is the body mold that I like to go with. And yeah, it's cool. Plus these accessories are really nice, these pauldrons, whatever. And of course, this is the same body mold as that unreleased clone trooper that I'm still hoping to track down someday. Honestly, if you combine these two figures, you'd basically have it, but unfortunately I don't have it. So there's that. And the other figure in that bag was this guy, one of the 187th Mace Windu Legion clone troopers. Missing a hand, but I think I can replace that fairly easily. Basically, there's actually three of these guys. Basically, an entire battle pack. Okay, these guys are not going to stand up. There's basically an entire battle pack of these guys in this haul because I don't necessarily army build these, but I think I've got like 3 of them, maybe 4 of them, and I just felt like getting a couple more. 3 more, in fact, is how many I felt like getting. I am not army building these necessarily, but I like their look. They're just such unique clone troopers that I couldn't help but get some more like semi-army build them, just have like a nice little squadron of them, or like a little platoon of them, if you will. And then that's where I'm basically gonna like draw the line. That is all of the 187th clone troopers that I feel like I need in my collection. I mean, if somebody wants to send me more, I'm not going to say no to them, but these are the ones that I'm going to be hunting for. Then we have some actual proper army building clone troopers here. For those of you that follow the channel, there's some DC-15s. For those of you that properly follow the channel, you know that I do army build the 41st Elite Landing Platform clone troopers, as well as a couple other legions. I've been meaning to do a full like head count on my army builds, because I actually don't know how many I have of each legion. But I've been meaning to do like a video breaking down my army builds. I think I have 3 legions that I primarily focus on, and I thought it would just be kind of an interesting video to do, breaking down how many I have of each legion. And yeah, so these 2 are good army builders. They're going to go more in the back of the display, because these are the lesser articulated battle pack version. However, they do pose a lot better in like a kneeling position than the antenna mold. So they have their pros, they have their cons. Either way, they're cool army builders. And then finally we have this, the holy grail of this first box, and I like how he bubble wrapped this one individually. I do appreciate that extra care, but this is my primary army build right here, the Order 66 Kashyyyk Trooper. And now, I don't know what the head count is. Like I said, I will do a video on that, but I think I'm up to like maybe 6 of this guy, maybe more than that. I think it's about 6 though, of just standard Order 66 2-pack Kashyyyk Troopers that I have, and this is a fine addition to the collection. I absolutely love this figure. It is just, it's my favorite antenna mold clone trooper. Like, apart from the commander, the Kashyyyk 2-pack commander, this is my, or the Kashyyyk comic pack commander, this is my favorite antenna mold clone trooper, I think. And yeah, it is my primary army build, even though it is the hardest one to come by out of my army builds. It's nice to have another one. So there we go. That is the first haul. Really, really excited to have these more unique clone troopers in the collection. The Engineer, 2 more army builders for the 41st landing platform, and a Kashyyyk trooper to add to that slowly growing Kashyyyk army, and then 3 187th to kind of round out my 187th army build. I don't really feel the need to ever grow that army much bigger. But I mean, if I find like one of these guys for a good price sometime, I'll probably just keep it, add it to the collection. But I'm not going to be actively hunting these guys anymore. But yeah, this is the first of the P.O. Box unboxing, and we're just going to take all these guys and we'll set them to the side for now. And then next and finally, we have a box from Blake. He's over on Instagram doing toy photos. He just started his account fairly recently, so go check his account out. It's over, well, it's over down in the description. So you go over and down, there's a link there to his Instagram. Give him a follow, because he's doing some really awesome work. And first up, we have a letter from him, and it reads, "Hey Sam, I hope you enjoy this fine addition to your collection. I absolutely will. Also, thanks so much for being an inspiration and part of the reason I created @Blake_Attrill Photography." I hope I said that right, but sorry for the shameless plug. No worries, because I was going to shamelessly plug you either way. So there's his Instagram. It'll also be down in the description if you want to check that out. And thank you, dude. Like, I'm really glad I was able to inspire you just a little bit. Your toy photography is awesome. I hope you keep that up and, you know, keep pursuing stuff that you enjoy like that. It's, you know, it's great. Also, thanks for being so positive. You honestly got me through stuff, and I appreciate that a lot. And, I mean, I appreciate that too, dude. That's, I mean, I don't know what to say to that. I try to keep positive. I mean, I have stuff that I go through, and whenever possible, I try to keep a positive spin on it, especially when talking about toys, because toys is kind of like the distraction for all of us, especially in difficult years like the past couple years have been for a lot of people. I just try to keep it light here on the channel for everyone to just be able to enjoy action figures and not worry about the other stuff in life, you know? But anyways, but sappy stuff aside, this package includes 3 41st landing platform troopers, another 41st created to be a commander, 4 freebies, and a Bandai, a Bandai 87th Sentinel. That's a spoiler for what's in the box, but thank you. A Bandai custom 87th Sentinel Corps. This could be modified to fit your 27th Defensive Battalion, But yeah, thanks and enjoy, Blake. Dude, I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I'm really glad that I was able to even just be like slightly inspiring to anyone on here. That means a lot to me. It truly, truly does. As for the package in question, I bought some figures from him, and like the letter kind of said it, he included some freebies. I didn't know that one of them was going to be the Bandai clone. That's going to be an amazing addition to the collection, so thank you for that, dude. But let's jump right into it and see what we have. First up, we have this. This is another army builder, or like the letter said, I was getting these guys from him. These are what I was specifically getting from him. More landing platform clone troopers to have as army builders, and this one is the antenna mold, like legacy collection version of that figure, but with the attachments of the commander from like the 30th anniversary and the evolution pack, which is not a problem for me at all. I can either modify this into like a lieutenant, keep him as the commander, or just replace the belt because I have some replacement belts, make him into a regular trooper. Any of those options works perfectly for me and works perfectly for the army build. Reaching in again. Oh, this is cool. This must be one of the freebies. This is awesome. I've never had this figure, and I'm thinking that this is like the Black Series Sand Trooper. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know they've released it in a couple different versions, but I'm pretty sure that this is the Black Series and like the 3 3/4 inch Black Series. And what makes me say that is the E11 with the unfolding stock, which I never knew about until just recently, but they actually had that level of detail in a 3 3/4 inch figure, which is really incredible. So this must be one of the ones that you included as an extra. Thank you so much for that. That is cool. I've never had one of these, and it's got the larger blaster. I don't know what this one is called, but that is really sweet. The paint on this feels like a wash, like it's just a normal Stormtrooper, and it's been washed in like a sandy yellow paint. It still looks really cool. That's how it is done by the factory, I should clarify. It still looks really cool, and it definitely captures that grimy look of the Sand Troopers. Reaching in again, we have this. This is another one of the freebies. This is awesome. This would be like the 30th anniversary or the well, it's got a removable head. So this is either the 30th anniversary or the Evolutions pack Boba Fett, and I'm not sure which one it is. This is another figure that I didn't have, but I had this one as a kid. I had the Evolutions pack that came with Mandalore and Jango and Boba, and along the way sometime I lost it. I think that that's what this one is. I think it's from the Evolutions pack. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's the early vintage collection version. I honestly can't say for sure. I'm not terribly well versed on the different variations of Boba Fett, but this is an awesome figure nonetheless, one that I didn't have yet, and I really appreciate that. Got a 2-for-1 on this handful. We've got 2 of the landing platform clone troopers. They are going to be both the same. They are the antenna mold version from the Legacy collection. Come on, there we go. Just needed the antenna, which, fun fact about these, the antenna actually has like silver paint on it for these. It's not like that on, I think, any other antenna mold clone trooper. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that these 41st landing platform troopers are the only ones that had a silver antenna or a silver painted antenna rather than just the standard black cast one. So it's quite curious. I don't know if that's maybe based off of something or not, but it is one way to tell where your antenna came from. If it is silver, came from one of these guys, and it's nice to have more of these for the army build. Like I said just previously in this video, I will be doing a army build tour, I guess, like a collection tour video where I go over the different legions that I'm collecting, because I don't know, I haven't done anything like that on the channel, and I think it would be interesting. And now that I have more of these guys, I think I need to finally get like a head count so I actually know how many I have. Another one here, we've got the other, I think this is the final 41st landing platform clone, which is great. They all look very clean and just really nice. So just like the pictures, I appreciate that. You know, you never know when one of them might be a little bit yellowed or something like that, but these guys are like crispy clear, like they've been, I don't even know, maybe pressed off the factory within the last week. That's how they feel. They are so shiny and not yellowed. That is just amazing. Oh man, this is another clone trooper Dude, you did not have to be so generous with the freebies. This is awesome. Right here is a Devis or a clone commander from Revenge of the Sith. It really is impossible to say whether this is from the Legacy Collection Devis pack or if this is from the Revenge of the Sith. I don't think that there are any like paint variations or anything that discern them between each other, but man, this is cool. I think this might be a mini army build of mine as well. Not intentionally, more as a joke. I have a couple Devises as it is, and I'm not mad about that. I really do appreciate this. Like, this is awesome. This is one of my very first clone figures that I ever had as a kid. One of a few. It was like this guy and the 501st, the original 501st. There was only like 4 or 5 clones that I had growing up, and this is one of them. And it's still one of my favorite figures to have. And finally, or well, hang on, I thought it was finally. Hold up a second, what is this? We've got a figure stand, very useful to me. I'm still putting a lot of my clones on display, and these are always useful. And, oh, so here is the, I'm guessing this is one of the freebies, which I was not expecting. This is the 30th anniversary, or maybe the Evolutions Pack 41st Landing Platform Commander. Ah, his hand just snapped off. That is not good, but I can fix that. I can absolutely fix that. And actually, this is really cool because what I can do now is I can just take all these accessories off of this guy, including the comma there. And then I can take the belt from this guy, which is the interchangeable belt from the commander. He was able to be swapped around. The color's a little bit off. The gray isn't quite matching. Sorry if that was out of focus there, but the color's a little bit off. It's not as dark as the original belt would have been, but that's pretty close. We'll put that back there, and they'll all fall over. We'll just temporarily set them up there. But then we have the 30th anniversary. Dude, this is perfect. Thank you so much for that. I can put all the attachments on him now, and this will be like a proper commander. There it is. Grab that, put that on him just like that, and now that is a proper 41st Landing Platform clone commander. This is one of the coolest commas they ever made. I don't know if this is like Hasbro design because I've never seen this in concept art, but legitimately this is the coolest, in my opinion, the coolest comma for any clone trooper with that like diamond pattern going up there. It's so unique, and we never saw it in concept art. We never saw this guy anywhere really, and then they released him in, I think, first the Evolution Pack and then the 30th anniversary. And I remember I got him from it's a grain company. It's actually like a grain company for like animal feed and stuff, but they had like a toy section, and I remember seeing him in the 30th anniversary collection, and I was like, oh, hey Dad, can you get this for me for Christmas? And he's like, well, I'll think about it. And then, well, for Christmas, I got this guy. Surprise, surprise, he went back later and picked it out for me. So yeah, this is one of my early Clone Trooper figures as well. I definitely don't have the original one because I think I customized it many years ago when I was probably like 10 or something. And most of my custom figures just kind of evolved into other custom figures and maybe got thrown away. And it's, I have a weird checkered history with old action figures, unfortunately, but I still have some of the ones from when I was a child, and I really appreciate those and kind of hold them in a special place compared to just ones that I pick up later on in life, but I still love my collection. It's just something that brings me a lot of joy, and it's one of those good distractions from life sometimes to just enjoy Star Wars. But finally, and this is definitely finally, we've got the custom Bandai Clone Trooper, and dude, this is just amazing. Like, you did not have to send me this. This is so cool. I can honestly say that this is the first Clone Trooper custom that someone has sent to me, and yeah, that's a first for this channel. I've gotten a few customs before. They're falling all over. Okay, we're just gonna slide those off to the side. I've gotten a few customs before, just like when I buy a lot on eBay or something, I might get a custom from somebody. but I never know who they are or anything like that. So having one from you, from somebody over on Instagram that I've talked to and stuff, is just so cool. And I love what you did with this guy. Like, he's all weathered, he's beat up, you've got the red paint all scratched up and dinged up like he's been to countless battles, which is honestly how I like my clone customs. I weather all of mine as well. And I think you said this is going to be the 87th Sentinel Battalion, or I can't remember the what the thing is, but the 87th from Battlefront 2, and I think you nailed it. Like, I think you got all the details right, which is really cool. I can't remember if the knee pad is like that in the game. I've only played with the 87th skin a few times, so I can't remember all the details, but it looks like you did an excellent job with it, and I love all the weathering on this guy. Had to readjust my camera there a little bit because I realized that this guy isn't really in frame the same way that all the 4-inch figures are, or the 3 3/4-inch figures, I should say. So yeah, there's this guy, which is really cool, and I had to grab one of my battalion, and the 27th Defensive Battalion, I think is the name. I can't even always remember the name of my OC legions, but together they look pretty darn close. Like, the red might be a little bit darker on yours, but overall they match pretty well. And so I might just be like, this is a unique clone trooper in the 27th Defense Battalion. And I don't know, maybe I'll call him like Corporal Blake or something like that as a homage, or an homage, yeah, as a tribute to you for sending it in to me, because I really do appreciate that. It's so cool to have a custom figure like this, and I think that's going to happen. I think he's going to be part of the 27th, and probably I'll come up with a name that's kind of like a tribute in that way. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for the other figures that you sent as well, along with the ones that I bought from you. These army builders are going to be super, super nice to add to the collection. They will all be, of course, fine additions to my collection. And yeah, I got to do that army build video because I think I have a lot. Maybe not a huge number, like when you compare it to like Scarada's Pride over on Instagram. That guy's got clone troopers just everywhere. He's got so many figures. It's mind-boggling, but for me, just a few, just a dozen even, is an army build, a large army build to me. So we'll have to see, do like a total count up, and we'll put him right in front there because he is important. Yeah, I'll have to do a total count up, and maybe I'll cover my 3 main army builds for sure, and maybe what I'll do is include a few like incidental army builds, as I would call them, which would be like the 187th Mace Windu Battalion, because those I didn't really intend to army build, but I did anyways, and so they should be included as kind of army builds, but not exactly. I don't know how to qualify that, but there we go. There is today's mail haul, which is kind of a P.O. Box unboxing mixed with a mail haul, I guess. Even though I should have mentioned this at the top of the video, I don't technically have a P.O. Box anymore. So if you go back to some of my old videos and I still have the P.O. Box thing in the description, I need to go back and edit that out because I don't have a P.O. Box anymore. These were just sent to my address through like a transaction. I purchased most of these, and then Blake, you were awesome enough to send me the extras, the Boba Fett, the 30th Anniversary Commander, the Sand Trooper, and Devis, and of course, the Bandai Clone Trooper, all of which are absolutely awesome and definitely are fine additions to the collection. I've said that a lot this video, but I mean, just look at it. It's a lot of Clone Troopers, literally and also literally. It's a lot, and it's also a lot of Clone Troopers. So I'm very, very pleased with this. But anyways, that's where we're wrapping this video up, guys. Thank you all for watching. Thank you again to Nap-Stop-Motion and Blake. You guys are both awesome. I'll have their accounts linked down below, just like I said, and you definitely should check out their Instagrams. And while you're down there in the description, you can also find a link to my Instagram, as well as to Entertainment Earth, in case you want to pre-order or order any new figures or like yet to be announced figures, things like that. Not yet to be announced, because those won't be up there, but announced figures that are up for pre-order, you can get them through Entertainment Earth, and if you use the link in the description, you help out the channel just a teensy tiny little bit, and I do appreciate that so very much. But anyways, thank you again for watching. Be kind to one another, go for a walk, see the sunshine or something, I don't know. I hope you have a wonderful evening, noon, or night, and as always, I will catch you all in the next video.